It is clear for many, many companies that generative AI will allow them to offer services at better level than they could before, in higher productivity and more easier to use interfaces. This is a technology that you need to learn how to use.
You've said that you created a customer-centric organization. Can you talk more about what that means to you and how that operates at Orca?
It means that we put the customer first in every aspect of our decision. We are putting the customer first in terms of support and customer success, and we put the customer first if he has a breach. We put the customer first in case he has financial troubles. And so we are always putting ourselves in the shoes of the customer, and we are trying to figure out what's the best way for us to work with him, how to serve him, and to make sure that both of us are successful. And by that, it allows us to be really creative in how we are solving problems.
I know you came to the CEO role via the Chief Product Officer role at Orca, and I hear that coming through in your conversation so far this morning. How did that shift sort of change your leadership approach or outlook?
I think that the main thing that I've been always doing is problem solving, and when I shifted to the CEO role, it expanded my view in terms of how can I better connect the dots between marketing, go-to-market, product, and the company's vision. And so the transition obviously allowed me to experience challenges in learning new practices and learning different set of skills to achieve that. But the notion is still relatively similar, because we are a company that is driven by our product, driven by what we are trying to do to serve the market. And so this alignment, between the different divisions of the company makes it really easy to make decision, makes it actually the vast amount of decisions happen without me in the room, because the team just knows what to do.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I think there's this natural friction in a company between product and sales and between product and engineering at a lot of organizations. And it sounds like that's something you've been able to sort your way through and stay aligned.
Yeah. I think that when we had friction, it created a lot of problems within the companies and finger pointing and stuff that are non-productive. But
Right.
Over the last 2 years, we've been focused around creating this alignment and motion. Everyone understand the constraints on the others, and the fact that there is this trust between the team.
Mm-hmm.
They're protecting each other. They're each focused on excelling on his day-to-day. And then when friction comes, it's more in the sense of let's do it, let's solve it, let's build it together, rather than I'm not winning this one, and so I want to put it on product, or sales is not doing enough. No, it's the other way around. Now everyone are pumping.
Yeah, I think about that sort of as maybe optimizing for the whole rather than maximizing for any one function, which doesn't mean we shouldn't all be playing at a high level, but we have to play there together, right? So that's terrific. So I wanted to also talk a little bit, Gil, about Orca from a product standpoint. So you're known for innovation in cloud security. I think it's one of the things you were founded on, in addition to being customer-centric. What major security threats do you see emerging sort of this year and beyond?
One of the significant challenges that organizations are debating at the moment is around data security, response to risk in data security in the context of generative AI agents being deployed. And the reason I've sort of mixed sometimes distinct realms It is clear for many, many companies that generative AI will allow them to offer services at better level than they could before, in higher productivity and easier to use interfaces. And at the same time, this is a new technology that you need to learn how to use. You need to learn how to secure. And from a security standpoint, the risk of data leakage, the risk that the exposure has and the perimeter has changed, leads to the fact that you need to do things that you didn't do before. And we are seeing an uptick in the demand, in the interest, and the need to create new workflows that allow you to secure your data, to secure your perimeter, to secure your usage of generative AI in the company, so that you do not lead to data breaches or leaked entities or unauthorized operations.